Hi, and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm headed out to work. This is day 2 this week. I did a 12-hour shift yesterday, lots of paperwork. I love being there, and I love my job. I did have to do like tons of stretching all day long like this at my chair, and I had to get up a lot, and I had to leave once just to make sure that my back isn't getting down. I've been doing 10 to 15 minutes of some kind of stretching or something before I go to work first thing in the morning, because I have to be there by 6. That's a pretty early morning. So this morning I got up and I just did a 10-minute HIIT workout. HIIT, high intensity interval, 10 minutes. It feels like cheating. I'm going to struggle to do a 30-minute one on my days off, because 10 minutes, you're just like, whoa, that was it. Okay. But I do feel like I just have that tiny kick of energy, stretched out a little bit. Yesterday I did a 15-minute weight workout, and I was sore just even doing the 15-minute weight workout, because I used my 10-pound weights, and so I was really sore at work. So I'm going to take some ibuprofen today, but I felt better. I felt more energetic. There was one time yesterday during that 12 hours where I felt really sleepy, and that's when I got up and just went and took a drive for 15 minutes, went to the convenience store. I got this let's see, it's vitamin water, and I love vitamin water, and it had stevia in it, so I thought, okay, I'm drinking at least a substitute sugar, but it's stevia. And I just picked it up. It looked like raspberry or berry or something, and it was I should have saved the bottle, raspberry dark chocolate, and it must have been like a Valentine's Day flavor or something. And I didn't even look till I was in the car, and I took a drink, and I was like, something's wrong with this. And then I looked at it, and it was a dark chocolate flavor. It's just weird. Not in my drink. I mean, if it were hot cocoa and I was expecting chocolate and it had the texture of chocolate and then it's chocolate, that's fine. But this was like water, but then a dark chocolate flavor. So it's up to you if you want to try that one. So that kind of ruined my lunch. But other than that, it's all good. I have some good orders today. 4 of them I would never buy again. They do not meet my metrics. And then the other 2, I believe I would buy again. We'll look at it as we go on. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 2 that definitely are clearance. 3 actually. There's a $15 one. Then there's a $17.49 one, which isn't horrible. It's not quite my metric. It's a couple bucks off my metric. I would buy this one again probably. Anyway, let's get started. So we are at 6 orders and $289.62. Now, yes, I have one big one that makes everything else okay, but that is what I'm doing now. I'm applying the Pareto Principle. If you don't know what the Pareto Principle is, it's Pareto, the Pareto Principle to my business. 80% of my time, has to go to the 20% of things that really matter. You want to focus on what is giving me the best success. And so today, obviously, I had to list one item and I'm going to ship one item, and that ended up to be almost $200 worth. All these other little ones are okay, but as you focus more on the bigger ones, they show up. You're able to train yourself to find better stuff, and that's what I've been doing. So, but this one is a decent one. This one does fit my metric. This is a group of 4 yarns. I guess they're called that, yarn skeins from my son. He found these in a huge bulk lot. This yarn continues to sell really, really well. And so I sold this little group for $20 plus shipping, so $28.19. It sold via promoted listings, but they did not use a coupon. So I'm going to get that going. Yeah, I'm listening to another YouTube video on the Pareto Principle, and it just is cementing in my mind how I've got to focus on the big things. all the little sales add up, and that is true, and I've always believed that, but they also add up on the drain on your time. And so at least for me, this is what's working for me. Not saying everybody has to go that route, but this is Norfolk, Virginia is where this is going. I charged $6.99 and it's going to cost $4.31. So my subscribe and saves are coming along. I've got my tea, and I'm going to try this kind. This looks like a really, really dark tea, but they say for milk tea, which is what I drink a lot of the time, that, you know, if you start with a real dark tea, then, you know, you still taste the tea when you put the milk in. And sometimes, especially if I use tea bags, and then I just almost taste just milk. I don't taste the tea. So I'm going to try that and see how that works. I noticed this morning we don't have mouthwash on subscribe and save, so we're almost out, and here I am, and, you know, got to figure out mouthwash, and so I'm trying to, I'm going to add that later on tonight when I get home. Try to figure out which one we want and get that coming in. All right, I'm glad to get rid of these. These are capris. When I bought them, I'm sure I got them at a garage sale or something, and, you know, I'm really short, so to me, it didn't occur to me that for most people, these are actually cropped. You know, for me, these would be just pants. These are really cute, but they would look funny on me. They would look like jeans, and yet everybody would know they were supposed to be cropped. So these are like an ankle skinny, very cute, but they are white. Maybe the white Miss Me just aren't as popular. These have a 30 waist. So I've had these a while. Let me see how long. This time they've been listed since August 13th, and I think I've had them longer because I would not have picked these up now. This is something that I used to pick up, and so they did finally sell for $15 plus shipping, $26.15. Not horrible, but just out of the range of what I'm trying to do. Now, regular Miss Me pants, especially in a bigger size, and especially with the real ornate embroidery and certain cuts, usually the cut of the jeans is inside the thing. There are a lot of Miss Me jeans I still will pick up. They do really well for me if I can find them cheap enough. This is going to California. I charge $9.99. It's going to cost $8.30. So yeah, today's going to be a good day. I feel pretty energetic. Went to bed. What time did I go to bed? 8:30 or 9? Might have been 9. I put a bunch of bulbs on my tree. I just didn't have the heart to come down and list and everything, which is a habit I have to get out of. But right now I have so many tasks, just like everybody else. It's, you know, the holidays. So I decided I didn't get off work till closer to 7 because I took a lunch break and I wanted to make sure I got my 12 hours in. So, you know, when I came home, I didn't get home till close to 7. I hadn't eaten that well during the day. So I went ahead and took time to make something, and that's that. Now this was given to me, and I was selling a bunch of 4X items from the same person. And the other 4X items were like Duluth trading jackets and a lot of things. And this was about 2 years ago. And again, this is something I would never do now. Now I would donate these or consign the lower end, and I would keep the Duluth jackets and keep all of that. But I was just going through powering them out. Nothing wrong with that, but I knew that this was not going to get me near what the good stuff was, and yet I took my time and I listed it anyway. And so here we are. I finally got $1 out of this thing. I was just gonna pull it, but this is more summer, and so I'm working on pulling winter things that can be consigned that just are never going to sell on eBay or not for worth my time, even $5. If I can get $5 out of something since I've already listed it, I am doing that to keep my store stable rather than pull 300 or 400 items. So, but this I finally got $1 out of. At least it's a sale. Obviously the Duluth Trading and the better brands sold immediately in a 4X. But this one just kind of hung around, even in a 4X. So I took $1, $8.53 total. I did not put this in a padded flat rate. Let's see where it's going and what my choice is here. This is going to Walbridge, Ohio. Okay, and I can eke by at 16 ounces. Okay, so this is going Ground Advantage for $6.44, and I charged $6.99. So yeah, my Christmas tree still needs more bulbs. My husband did the tree and the lights, and he did the outside lights, so that's amazing. And so I'm really happy when I pull up at night at work, because it's dark here in Wyoming at 6 p.m. And the house is all lighted up. So that's really nice. That feels good. I love Christmas. Love the holiday. Everything about it. I'm getting most of my Christmas gifts in. I tried to be really strategic, ask people what they wanted. It's starting to come in. I'm going to start getting those wrapped. This is another clearance item. It's just a really nice flannel. It's outdoor exchange, so it's just like your common flannel. There was a time there where I would just buy flannels and just power them out, and yes, I did. I got $15 a piece for most of them, and they were coming out of the bins, not costing me much money at all. Nothing wrong with that kind of a business. It's just that for the rest of your life, you have to know that either you or somebody has to power out those listings, and I just wanted to be more strategic, as we've talked about. So this is a really old listing. This flannel did not sell very fast. I've had this forever and ever and ever and ever. This is even a tall. This is an XL tall, actually. So maybe that's why I justified, even though the brand was not that popular. I've had this since July 4th this time, and I probably have had it longer than that based on the number. So anyway, I finally took $5.99 plus shipping, $12.18. They did use a 25% off coupon on that, and I am more than happy to see you go, because this was about to get taken to consignment too. Okay, we're at 11.3, so we're going to go to 12 ounces. All right. This is going to LaPorte, Colorado, so very, very close to us. I charge $6.99. It's going to cost $4.69. Two more, guys. We got the big one. Hang out there to see what sold for over $200. It's gonna be good. So I've got this many things still to list. I've got a Vicky V jacket, a Jam's World pair of pants, a Ralph Lauren pinstripe purple label pants. Those I gotta get in. And then an Eileen Fisher item. So I only have 4 or 5 items from my VA the last time, and then I really need to get him some work. I'm gonna be giving him a lot more work at a time, so I'll be doing photos of like 60 or 70 items at a time, so that this doesn't happen, and then he can just take his time over the week, and that way he's not sitting kind of waiting on me. And I've never hired someone just my own VA, so they have other work, but I still feel bad. They do still ask me, hey, you got more work? This is Fresh Produce. I love this brand. I think this is a darling shirt. Very cute, Santa Cruz. If it hadn't been so specific to a certain city, I think I could have gotten 24 out of it, because it's just really cute V-neck. Look at the detail on that. Let me make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, so nice detail, ribbing or whatever up on the neck. So here's Fresh Produce. It's kind of an older brand, and it's pretty collectible. I mean, you can a lot of times get $25. This is a large, so that's a good size, but it's just that it says Santa Cruz. Not everyone wants that on their shirt. They did use, sorry guys, my nose is kind of, all right. And I will wash my hands as soon as I'm out of here. I'm infection control now. Got to keep on. Everybody wash your hands. A lot of stuff going around. Anyway, this sold for 25% off on my coupon. So it's $20.91 shipped to their door. So going to Avon, New York. And so maybe they've been to Santa Cruz. A lot of people, you know, they're there. They have 10 kids. They're at Disney World. They can't afford to buy everybody a shirt. But then when they come home, they either want a shirt or, you know, they want to get their kids something, but they don't want to pay, you know, $75 when they're actually at Disney World. So some of these traveling type shirts can actually do okay. I would just look them up and be really careful. A lot of them don't. A lot of them are very common. So I charged $6.99 in shipping, and it's going to cost $5.17. I lied. I actually have 2 more items. I got to get these shoes relisted off of Ink Frog. And then this item, it just got lost in the shuffle. My son had given it to me, and this is actually worth a decent amount of money. I got to go back and look at the spreadsheet, but I think that that was at least a $50 hat. And I think I sent photos to my VA. I know I took the photos, but I'm just going to retake them because once in a while in the transfer, it doesn't get, you know, transferred. And so it's always falls on me. I never blame my VA for anything. It's always, you know, I'm the one who's supposed to be keeping the organization going here. All right, so this is what made the day. And this is what really my goal is. It seems like, you had 6 orders. Well, big deal. But I want to have 1 or 2 big sales a day. They're not always going to be this big, obviously, but 1 or 2 big sales a day and then a couple of over $20, $25 items. And that can literally get you to 6 figures on eBay. And that's not that much work. I'm obviously doing it really easily with working a full-time job. So, you know, consider what you're listing on eBay, guys. So this is a CC Filson jacket. It is a men's medium, so that's why I was willing to take a little bit less. When you get into large, extra large on CC Filson, that is great. I do have it wrapped. This is a medium green cruiser jacket. It has a zipper and then a snap, and it is hooded. So it's a pretty heavy-duty jacket, and I got this at a consignment store with my consignment cash for around $20. You'd have to go back and look at my video a couple weeks ago. I have since forgotten, but it's all on video. You can go look, and it either had the tag or I had the receipt, and I showed it. But either way, great buy. I had put this at $250, knowing that since it's a medium, I may not get it. With my 25% off, I took $193.66 total for all shipped. And I am going to put some, added insurance and signature confirmation on this. So this is going to Detroit, Michigan. All right, 3 pounds, 10 ounces. That's what I have. So I am sending this via priority. I'm going to require signature and additional liability coverage on it. So that's going to cost me, you know, a few more bucks. So I'm going to lose about $5 total because I charged $14. I'm going to lose more than that. I'm going to lose $7 out of the sale. I charged $14, and with all in, with the signature confirmation and everything else, it's going to cost me $23.17 to send this. But, so, you know, but I just feel like it's worth it. It isn't just about my loss, because now, you know, I'm in a position where if this really got lost, it wouldn't, like, break my checkbook or something. So I'm okay, but, you know, this time of year, if something gets lost, especially on an expensive item, people will just hurt your account. They'll just give you a negative because they assume that you're a crook. I had that happen a few months ago where I don't even know if it was an expensive item, but they just assumed that I had like resold it to someone else. They were very suspicious. And of course it showed up and it was all fine, and they got it in the end that I had not like done something to them. But I think you can get negatives on this kind of stuff really, really quick and easy. So it's just good. They got to go to the post office now and pick it up. And I don't do it on even $100 items that often anymore. I used to because I couldn't afford to lose it, or I didn't think I could. But on a $200 item, I think it's good to protect the sale. So I gotta do that. All right, guys, that is all I have. I'm going to get off on my way to work. I'm going to have a good day there. Hopefully I come home and I can list these 5 or 6 items and do just a few little tasks. I hope I'm going in with enough energy that I come home with some energy. But you know, it is 12 hours of just straight paperwork again today. So I don't know how I'll feel, but I will probably try to see you guys tonight. I still need to do that haul for you. Take care. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.